with Timothy.
Yes.
You'll see consistency in lifestyle. So one of the main consistencies you'll see is this: God never calls a man and doesn't call him into community. How are you having encounters, and we have no reference for what church you've ever become a part of? No reference. No reference. You're just a great leader, this mystical, prophetic, apostolic something, but we have no track record of you serving in another. Like, let's break this down. Luke 16 tells us something. It says, if you have not served in another man's work, who will trust you with your own? Principle. You are not to build your own thing until you have faithfully stewarded someone else's vision. And we're not talking about in the backside of the wilderness. Evidence. Testimony. We should have evidence you have been faithful in a vineyard.
Oh my gosh.
You understand? So when someone says, hey, I just had an encounter at a young age and then I just started my ministry, that doesn't make any sense, because God always calls, especially if we're talking about the prophetic now, God always calls the prophet into tutelage. That's God's priority. The priority is always going to be, because God can call you, but he's always going to cause you to submit under and to submit to the growth and development of voices. We see it with Apostle Paul. He had to go and be a student for over 14 years, right? He had to go and learn the things of God and the things of culture. He had to learn. The disciples, they were apostles, but they were called Luke 6 verse 13. Jesus called his disciples to himself. From them he chose apostles. He chose the apostles from the students. They were followers. They were people who were under tutelage. So what's the point I'm making? I'm saying that there's going to be consistency.
Yeah.
There's going to be a level of consistency that you're going to see, that if you truly say that you have heard from God, your life pattern and your behavior, I'm going to see consistency in all of the men of God in the scriptures, all the women of God in